In this tutorial, we will discuss about Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives. Benjamin S. Bloom and his associates, a group of examiners at the college level, set out in 1948 to develop a framework for identifying and classifying a comprehensive range of educational objectives. A taxonomy is a complex scheme for classification of phenomena or ideas. They are very common in biological sciences. Bloom's taxonomy is an attempt to identify, define, classify, and organize a comprehensive range of educational objectives into a compact and measurable structure. Bloom was the editor of the first volume of Taxonomy of Educational Objectives, produced by an American committee of college and university examiners. Bloom presented his taxonomy related to cognitive domain, Cartol related to affective domain, and Harrow related to psychomotor domain. Bloom's taxonomy operates on two different levels or stages. The first level or broadest division separates the educational objective into three modes or ways in which people function. These are called domains. There are three domains: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Cognitive means recalling or recognition of knowledge and the development of intellectual abilities and skills. Affective means development of interest, and it is related to our hearts. Psychomotor means development of manipulative or motor skills. Cognitive domain. The major classes of objectives of cognitive domains are knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Cognitive domain includes those objectives which deal with the recall or recognition of knowledge and development of intellectual abilities and skills. This domain consists of 6 classes of objective arranged in a hierarchical order in increasing level of difficulty and sophistication. Knowledge, the ability to remember and recall or recognize already learned information. Comprehension, that is the ability to organize and arrange materials mentally without necessarily relating it to other material. Application, that is the ability to select and apply already learned rules, procedures, and principles to new and unfamiliar situations. Analysis, that is the ability to break up a given communication into its constituent elements or parts such that the relative hierarchy of ideas is made clear and or relations between the ideas expressed are more explicit. Synthesis, that is the ability to draw upon elements from many sources and put them together to produce a new and unique communication or structure. And finally, evaluation. Evaluation is the ability to make judgment about the value of some material and methods for given purpose. Judgment can be done both quantitative and qualitative manner. The 6 major classes and categories are not mutually exclusive. The objectives in one category are likely to make use of and build on the behaviors found in preceding classes in the taxonomy. Each of these objectives has major categories and subcategories within the major categories. Major and subcategories and tasks involved. Knowledge objective. The major category is of specific, that is specific fact, terminology, etc. Of ways and means of dealing with specific, that is specific fact, conventions, classification, categories, or methodology. Of universal and abstraction, that is of principle and generalization of theories and structure. The main task is to recall or recognize ideas, facts, concepts, rules, and structure, etc. The action verb related to knowledge objectives are recognize, recall, state, define, list, narrate, recite, quote, etc. A teacher can select appropriate action verb keeping in the mind the objectives, the content, and the level of achievement of the student. Comprehension objective. Major category is translation, interpretation, extrapolation, etc. And there is no subcategory. The main task is demonstrate that the student has sufficient understanding to organize and arrange material mentally, represent the understanding of the literal message content in a communication, draws inferences at a more general level than the communication itself, goes beyond the limit of the data or information given. The action verb related to comprehension objectives are compare, describe, explain, illustrate, give reason, identify, substitute, prove, infer, give example, etc. Application objectives. There is no category and no subcategory. The main task is to employ previous learned rules, generalize principle and abstractions to new situations. Think critically and in depth. The main action verbs related to application objectives are predict, solve, examine, apply, judge sufficiency of the data, formulate hypothesis, verify hypothesis, select appropriate formula, etc. Analysis objective. The major category is of elements, of relationships, of organizational principles, etc. The task is to recognize unstated assumptions, distinguish facts from hypotheses, identify motives, causes or reasons for specific occurrences, reach inferences, conclusions or generalizations based on the available information, distinguish causative relationship from other relationship. The main action verbs related to analysis objectives are identify motives, support, evaluate, generalize, draw conclusion, determine evidence, analyze critically, etc. Synthesis objectives. Major category is product of a unique communication, product of a plan or proposed action, development of a set of abstract relationship. The main task is to perform original creative thinking, produce original communication, make predictions, solve problems that does not require a single correct answer, allow a variety of creative answers. The main action verb related to synthesis objectives are compile, generate, build, integrate, synthesis, develop, design, produce, recognize, reconstruct, etc. Evaluation objectives. Major category is judgment in terms of internal criteria, judgment in terms of external criteria. The task is to judge the merits of an idea, a solution to a problem, or an aesthetic work that does not require a single correct answer. Offer opinion on an issue. Use objective criteria or personal values as required. The main action verb related to evaluation objectives are apprise, criticize, justify, review, evaluate, defend, assess, etc. The affective domain addresses interest, attitude, opinions, appreciation, values, and emotional states. Affective domain includes those objectives which are concerned with the development of attitude, values, appreciation, and adjustment, etc. Receiving means the student passively attend to particular phenomena or stimuli. Students' awareness that a thing exists. Listen attentively. The action verb related to receiving are ask, choose, identify, locates, points to, etc. Responding. Here the students actively participates, not only attends to the stimulus but reacts in some way. The action verb related to responding are reports, writes, answer, read, practice, perform, help, discuss, compiles, etc. Valuing. The worth the student attaches to a particular object, phenomena or behavior ranges from acceptance to commitment. The action verb related to valuing are differentiate, explains, initiate, justifies, proposes, shares, etc. Organization. That is bringing together different values, resolving conflicts among them, starting to build an internally consistent value system. The action verb related to organization are arrange, combines, compare, generalize, integrates, modifies, organize, synthesizes, etc. Characterization. Hold a value system that controls his behavior and characteristics of his lifestyle. The action verb related to characterizations are display, cooperates, maintains, etc. Psychomotor domain. In the psychomotor domain, the focus is on development of motor skill. The psychomotor domain includes those objectives that are concerned with the development of manual and motor skills. The suggested areas include manipulative skills required in business, training, industrial technology, and performances areas in science, art, and music. Perception. That is perceiving an act of others, and it can be done through observing. Imitation. That is imitation of an act, and it can be done through impulsion, repetition, etc. Manipulation, that involves differentiating among various movements, and it can be done through selection, following directions, fixations, etc. Precision refers to accuracy and exactness in performance, and it can be done through reproducing a given act with accuracy and exactness. Articulation, it involves coordination, sequence, and unity among the acts, and it can be done through sequence, coordination, harmony, etc. And finally, naturalization. It implies that the learner's skill attains its highest level of proficiency and it becomes natural and automatic, and it can be done through automatism, interiorization, etc. Implications. Bloom's taxonomy serves as the backbone of many teaching philosophies, in particular those that lean more towards skill rather than the content. These educators view content as a vessel of teaching skills. The emphasis on higher order thinking inherent in such philosophies is based on the top level of the taxonomy, including analysis, evaluation, synthesis, and creation. Bloom's taxonomy can be used as a teaching tool to help balance assessment and evaluation questions in class, assignment, and text to ensure all orders of thinking are exercised in students' learning, including aspect of information searching. Now try this. Explain the term taxonomy of educational objectives as given by Bloom. Explain the term writing objectives in behavioral terms. State its need and significance.